We're here for you. We're helping you rise. We're uplifting the tide, and we're gonna do this together.
Looking like starlight. I'm looking like midnight. I'm looking like starlight.
Hi everyone, so it's June 2nd and this is the first time I'm vlogging in a very long time. And so I was urged by my good friend Paco Ares Pacojaga to continue vlogging. And so I'm here at Kubo on Temple Street in historic Filipino town for a press conference. It's a press conference of Don't. It's a play based on Jose Rizal's Noli Me Tangere.
At sa kanyang yuwi at ganda, dayuhan ay... I want to give a shout out to our ancestors because they're the reasons we are all able to be here and tell the story of Jose Rizal.
Just part of productions like this is about bringing the Filipino voice to the foreground. That we are here too, and we have a voice, and of course we have a voice because all these people here, this is our passion, this is our love language, this is how we communicate, this is how we contribute to the world and make change, not just on stage and film and TV, but in our homes. It's who we are, and so of course we're important, so of course our voice is important. It's just now the industry is catching up with us.
Yes.
We've been making things, we've been doing this. Yes.
Is that big? Is that big? Hi everyone, I'm Vic Diaz of Vic Diaz Presents, and I just want to congratulate Mike for such a wonderful project and in bringing everybody. So we all know, us in this room, all know that representation is key, right? The messaging for Asian American Pacific Islanders is key to the cause. But really, as media practitioners like me and artists like us, how can we get the droves and masses of people? There's like very few of us here, and we all know what we have to do in the arts, right? But how can we get everyone else, like fellow Filipinos and Filipino Americans or kababayans, to come to all of our shows and to all of our plays and to listen to the music that we make? What type of messaging do media practitioners like me and the rest of us, like representatives of press and media, what can we do on our end?
Wow, Mick, my goodness. All right, really, I was really honest about what I was saying earlier, that we have to be proud of who we are and where we come from. If we didn't stand up for ourselves, and Ariana didn't start her own organization, and I didn't volunteer for a completely volunteer organization, this is not gonna start, right? And I know you're doing the work too. So every single person here, Jason and Therese, no? Therese, yes. They're doing the work, and we have to do the work because that's why we do panels. We do workshops, we do things that are free and accessible because our parents, my mom is right here, hi mom, single mom. Shout out to single moms out there. She would not have invested in someone, and if I went up to her and said, Mom, I want to be a screenwriter. I want to be an actor. But so I went through med school and did it, and now I get to do what I do. But look at my mom; she's so supportive, and she's here.
That's good.
And this is what we need: we need to believe in ourselves and our kids and the generation underneath us, and say, "We're here for you. We're helping you rise. We're uplifting the tide, and we're gonna do this together."
As artists, I always tell my people at Palms Up Academy, it doesn't matter if there's 2 people out there or 1,000. I'd rather these 2 people are really listening and understanding what I'm saying and what I'm doing, whether it's a poem or I'm singing, than 1,000 people getting drunk at the bar. No offense, Don Papa. That aren't paying attention. So as artists, just doing the work, always showing up, giving your 100%, whatever it is. Whether we're doing this panel right now, we're gonna do a play, we're having this month-long play, whatever it might be. As media practitioners, definitely seeking out, as you do that so well, seeking out, creating, and it's not about networking. This I hate, people who are at me and networking. This is the worst thing for me. I mean, and that's just a term. It's about building relationships. and really genuinely building those relationships and finding the humanity in another person. And really building that and building off of that, and then that creates organically support.
To have a cohesion in this community, you have to start at a very personal level. You have to have integrity by keeping your word. If you say you'll pay your people, pay them. And then you keep in touch with them and you keep an inventory of all the people that you have made connections throughout the years. And you show up, and if you show them that you are that very the serious in making connection, they will feel that and they will on their end reciprocate. And I think it's a matter of reciprocity also.
Wonderful production team, thanks so much.
I used to study theater and I aspired, but it wasn't my lane. So anyways, to be a part of supporting this and that, and the community, the messaging, I got a lot of heartfelt moments when some of the actors were talking about, understanding more of your history, creating stories, discovering stories, and finding ways to attach yourself to that.
Yeah, thanks Vic for coming to our press conference for #Go. I grew up in the Philippines, so to me, Noli Me Tangere, Jose Rizal, they've always been part of my education, so I've always been interested in, our history, our stories. And so when I was pursuing a project here as a writer, I knew in the back of my mind that I always wanted to have something that has like a historical significance. So I picked Rizal because to me his work, that's really a staple to understanding Philippine history, and so that was a good starting point. And then what really pushed the button for me, so I have a podcast called Kiss My Mic, and I've been talking to a lot of Filipino Americans, and they always tell me that they want to learn about our history, they want to connect to our culture. And so that was like a big light bulb moment for me. You know what? I think I can do it, and really by bringing the work of Jose Rizal and trying to modernize it so that it can be more relatable to the audience, the global audience, to the Filipino Americans. So that's really the impetus, the starting point for me is really the combination of all those things, and now we're here, and so I hope that people will get a chance to see the show. So, super excited about it.
Feel that I don't belong.